All right.
Okay.
All right. So now we have butter and we have heat in a pan, and we have some mealworms. So I don't know how cooked they need to be. And the butter looks like it probably got to be a little bit harder. So we'll find out what happens. There's not very many of them.
We'll share.
But that's not my concern.
It's not a whole meal. There'll be a salad too.
They curl up like shrimp. So they probably should not be overcooked.
Like shrimp.
Like shrimp should not be overcooked. Suspicious that they are about done. I don't think they need much more than that. Do you? I mean, why would they need to be cooked for 3 hours?
No, definitely not 2 hours. I would say
You want them cooked a little more than that?
slightly browned, yeah. Like brown butter.
I'm afraid they'll still move.
I'm a little afraid this to move.
I'm not at all afraid that they will move.
Okay, that looks pretty good.
Okay, so the plan is to try a few the way they are. Just butter, nothing else, just to see what the flavor is, and then we'll play with the flavor a little bit. All right.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so I don't know why she turned that off. The smell is interesting. They smell a little bit like mushrooms, which is interesting. Okay, so I'm going to try just a couple or three. You got to have enough to make it to be able to taste what they taste like. And this is like no salt, no nothing. They look done. All right, so here they are. They're really good.
Cool.
That is really surprisingly good. That is really good. You gotta check that out.
A meal of mealworms.
You gotta check it out. You
Okay.
gotta have a bite of that because they are really good. They are it's like they said, kind of nutty, kind of mushroomy.
Mushroom nuts.
Mm-hmm. And I think they'll be better with a little bit of salt, but.
Cool.
That's quite tasty. All right, now I got to try it with a little bit of salt.
Yep.
First, one step at a time. You know, they'd probably be really good with olive oil rather than butter too. And probably a little bit of garlic would be really, really good in there. Okay, I'm going to turn this off and get some garlic.
Okay.
Okay, so you know, just add a little bit of garlic saute with it to see a little bit of salt to see what that is. So I hope we didn't overcook them anymore. Like everything, garlic and salt makes them just that much better. It doesn't overwhelm them.
Cool.
That's really good. That's really good. Interesting. You gotta try it.
I will try it.
It doesn't. It still has that kind of slightly mushroomy, kind of nutty flavor. It's really quite good. I mean, that's really quite good. And I think they'd be really good with a lot of those Middle Eastern spices that I like too. You know, like
That's
tabil.
next.
Tabil would be really good.
Carcho.
Carcho?
Carcho might have overwhelmed.
I'm thinking tabil or harissa. Let's try harissa.
Okay.
So just a pinch of tabil. Took a sniff of the tabil. Took a sniff of the carcho. Took a sniff of the harissa. Harissa would probably be good, but tabil struck me as the first one that would probably be the way to go. taste that much of it. It's still really good, but I don't really taste the tabil. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Mealworms with a little garlic and a little tabil and salt. I could eat that really. I mean, that's really good. And it does not taste like chicken. It does not taste like beef.
I wonder what the fiber content is because we've got the exoskeletons there.
Well, the exoskeletons are mostly protein.
Right.
When it's going and you move the camera around like that, it makes people nauseated. As if this video is not going to make them nauseated anyway.
I don't think it probably will.
But that's really, really good.
Excellent.
It's not that hot.
Oh,
Yeah, that's really, really good.
okay.
That's delicious. It's not just okay, we can survive on that.
No.
That's really delicious.